Well, hey guys, and welcome to Hey It's a Good Life. I'm so glad you could join me today for this little conversation over tea about what is Hey It's a Good Life and how did we get our homestead name. Well, hey guys, Natalie here, and welcome back to Hey It's a Good Life. I'm so glad you're here because I've got a couple things on my heart today that I'd love to chat with you guys about. First and foremost, the flower bed garden in the backyard is ready for planting, so we're going to get to that in just a little bit. Well, what do you know? It's a new day, a new adventure, and where are we starting?
Morning, my name is Gabby. What can I get started for you?
Hello. Welcome to Vlog Launch Day, you guys. Well, hey guys, I'm Natalie. This is Hey It's a Good Life, and I'm so glad you're here because today I'm responding to a really fun tag called A New Skill for a New Year. Hey guys, so I'm up here at the greenhouse. Let me just get a little lower.
Down here with his minions.
Oh my goodness. All right, so we're out here at the famous greenhouse. It's the day of the Shindig 2019. So happy to be with you guys. I'm excited to show you the Shindig.
Yeah, we get to. Hey, folks, cut that conversation short. I was just going to say something to Natalie, and Darrell's pointing at me, going, "I'm live. I need to shut up." Okay, so I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. We are back in Ohio, where it's not so ungodly humid, but I found out by this weekend it's supposed to be. So thank you, Reap What You Sow and Gemini Homestead for sending your weather up this way. But you can keep the rain. We're finally drying out. So that's cool. For those of you that didn't know, about an hour and a half ago, 2 hours ago, Gemini Homestead's first live stream was tonight. She did an awesome job. Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the newly created Creole Chick Chat.
Or LA Chick Chat.
LA people think of Los Angeles.
I know.
So I don't do LA anymore.
You don't do LA anymore.
No, people think it's Los Angeles. So, and there's still something planned with the two of those. So keep it up. You like my hair down? It's actually past my shoulders, so I haven't had it this long in over 2 years. Hey, Linda, that's my sister, my real one, blood. Tonight, our guest is Natalie. Hey, It's a Good Life, all the way from California, which is where my sister lives. Imagine that. So we are going to bring her on screen. We met her sort of briefly in Arkansas. She was just flittering all around that room. I mean, she was like a movie star. Got to meet this person. Got to meet this person. Oh, look who's over there. But I think we all were. I mean, that was just such a busy day. So let's grab her out of the green or purple or whatever color room it is today.
It can be orange room since I have an orange shirt on tonight.
You do have an orange shirt. Chris will like to know that you don't have a tan shirt on today.
There she is.
Yep. There's Natalie.
Natalie, say hello to everybody.
Hey,
Yes, Big Bear, you did
hello,
meet her.
hello.
Mm-hmm. Make sure all your questions are in all caps. And just ask away. Yes, Linda, you are in L.A. Well, you're outside of L.A. Literally, Los Angeles. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if Natalie's in Southern or Northern California.
Well, she might.
I'm in Southern California.
So you're in Southern California, too. Okay, cool. See, there's another one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a great spot. We're out here in San Diego, and it's really beautiful.
So you're not all that far from my sister. Yeah.
Yeah, Marietta's really close.
Yeah. Well, no, Linda's in San Juan Capistrano. And,
oh, yeah, super close. We love it up
and
there.
my brother lived in, where the president was. Okay, not that far from Linda.
California.
Yeah, California. Help me here, Linda.
Which one?
Nixon.
Brea?
No, it was Nixon.
Okay. Is that Brea?
No, it was. It'll come to me at 2:00 in the morning. I'll give you a buzz.
Okay.
No, not Sacramento. Sacramento is northern. I know Linda will post it here in a minute. It's just like lost him 3 years ago, and right now I just can't remember where it was. Got me.
Well, Natalie, tell us where you're sitting.
Well, it's not her living room.
Welcome to the garden. Yeah, welcome to the garden.
All right.
Single dad wants to know if you got the fire pit done so he can come visit.
Yeah, I saw that. Tommy actually did a really good job. He resurfaced it and painted it. We found some awesome paint that's 2,000 degrees heat resistant. So that's kind of cool.
You need it out there.
Great. What's that?
I said you need that 2,000 degrees out there.
Yes. Well, the engineer, he needs to have it heat proofed. He likes to have the data. So he was very happy to know that we could have a nice hot fire and still be safe. Yeah. So I appreciate it.
Earthquake safe, the whole bit, huh?
Yes. It's all about safety. If I'm working on something, it's like he's coming out with the safety goggles and making sure that...
Yep, it was San Clemente, Natalie. That's where my brother that's where my sister-in-law lives, San Clemente. Thank you, Linda.
Oh, I've just been informed by Morgan Gold that your Belinda was Richard Nixon's place of origin, his home place. I didn't know that actually, or where he lived.
For some reason, I thought it was, So who knows? All I remember is the peace sign.
And that voice.
That's right.
And the voice, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the nose.
Love you really using the breathing technician while Carol Ann is when she gets mad at Ladessa. Jason.
So Natalie, tell us, share a little bit of your story with everybody here.
Sure. Well, in 1991, no, I'm just kidding. I've got some little birds here visiting. They're so sweet. I just found out that our tree is actually, I think it's called like a spitting tree. It's like a South African tree. So hopefully it doesn't spit on us and no birds get any ideas here. Otherwise we'll move. But anyhow, my story is, I guess the short story is, in college I sustained a really severe back injury, and life was just really hard. I was really sick. My mom was really sick. My dad was really sick with terminal cancer, and I was working 4 jobs to keep going to school, and life was just crazy. And that was kind of my first escape from that was when I saw homestead plans come through my Pinterest feed. And I thought, wow, wouldn't that be nice? That looks really nice right about now. I think that's probably where
where the dream really started for me. I've always loved plants and animals and people. And so then I went on to get my degrees in psychology, became a therapist, and realized that if I could do anything with my life, I would want to have a property where people could come for therapy and group therapy. But beyond that, I think that the current therapy model is a little short-sighted. I think we can do a lot more. And so I think that there's something very powerful and very healing about nature, about getting people connected with nature again. And so my goal in all of this is to have a healing homestead one day where people can come out for horticulture therapy and equine therapy and rec therapy, where we could do cooking classes and wine classes and, all of the things, have an Airbnb, do retreats for, local leadership, local churches and stuff like that. And so really what you see behind me is the product of just trying to steward where we're at well. And the kind of pushing off point for me after watching lots of Joel Salatin videos, lots of Justin Rhodes videos, which led me to Jess. One of her first videos of devotionals from the garden was for those waiting on the fulfillment of their farm dreams. And that kind of pushed me off into the journey. And so here we are. And we're in San Diego now, and I feel like God's getting his laugh at me because I thought, I'll make the sacrifice, God. Like, I'll go with my husband to San Diego. And then, boom, he lands us in the center of agriculture USA. I had no idea there were so many farms out here. So I'm making lots of in-person farm friends and, outside of YouTube. But then YouTube has given me this wonderful community. And the reason I did YouTube is really just to document the journey and encourage people that they can make the most of it. Because for me, Hey, It's a Good Life was born out of a really difficult time. And I just wanted to believe, we saw wonderful people like Martin Luther King and Gandhi and all of these people still somehow had joy despite really awful circumstances. And so I decided that I was going to do the same thing. And that's kind of the name and the story behind Hey, It's a Good Life.
Very nice. Need to make a movie out of that.
So, how are you doing physically by this point in time?
I'm doing better than I have. Yeah, I had a really serious injury last fall, and then getting this garden started kind of re-aggravated that. But I'm believing in full healing and taking all of the steps to get there and trusting that it's possible.
And maybe you can share a little bit more of that, as far as
sure.
Is it termed holistic? Is that correct?
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
That's a $25 word. I had to pay for it.
I know I didn't pay you.
Yeah. I mean, I think when you say, is it holistic, like what I believe in or what I'm trying to do?
Well, yeah, as far as your healing process and stuff, I watched with great interest a couple of your videos, and I'm sure that some of the people in here have not seen every video you have, where you talk about...
What? I'm just kidding.
Come on, folks.
I'm just, I know,
Obviously
I don't,
popping at Hey, It's a Good Life.
well, I see Smudges out here, so I don't think he's seen them yet, but...
Yeah, that cute little poodle that we have.
Yeah.
But where you talk about visualizing the healing process and things like that. So I guess I'm a little confused. Is that considered to be holistic type healing, or am I going off on a different tangent here?
Oh, no, I would say that's definitely holistic. I'm actually really glad you asked that because there seemed to be some confusion. Some people, and I'm sure you guys find this on YouTube too, some people messaged me, sent me emails, wrote me on Facebook, and they said, oh my gosh, thank you so much for posting this. I'm going to post this to our PTSD group, or I'm going to share this with my sister. And I was so touched by that as I've kind of taken Hey, It's a Good Life in this new direction of how can you heal yourself from the inside out? But I also got a couple people who were concerned, are you still a Christian? What is this about your faith? Does this affect your faith? And the things that I tend to share and that I will share really are about physiology. So sharing about visualizing your healing, I mean, I'm coming from that, purely from a fact that if you visualize your healing, you're going to release certain neurotransmitters in your body and your brain. And that people, just by visualizing healing, you're stimulating the neural network that can reconnect your brain to like healing in your body. So that's kind of the short of it. So yeah, I guess I would say that's holistic. For me, it's, I guess, also spiritual, because for me, I picture that like God is in that with me. But I think anybody can really make that whatever they want. So, but yeah, that's a really good question. Is that holistic? I think I would say so. But it's actually something that was prescribed to me by Western medicine. In so many ways, I feel like Western medicine has failed me. Like when I fractured my back and when I pulled all these muscles, like I felt like doctors didn't really have a lot of answers. But then I met this really great physical therapist, and I was so weak when I injured myself last year that he said, I just need you to focus on your breath because you're weaker than a 90-year-old woman that I work with. And I was like, okay,
Wow.
but please just fix me. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. I think that's a really good question. And yeah, it's holistic.
Is it asking too much to share with us how you hurt your back? What occurred?
Oh no. So I played volleyball at a pretty high level. I competed as a middle blocker in college, and I was taking ice baths up to my neck for about 2 years because I was having back pain. And it was at that point that I discovered I had a genetic predisposition to this thing called spondylolisthesis, or spondy for short. And that means that I have a fracture in my pars. And according to the medical professionals, that will always be there. Now, I'm believing in full healing. I think that eventually, if I do what I need to do, I think that we could heal that. But according to professionals, it's permanent. And so that means that my muscles tend to compensate for what my bones don't do in my back. And that means I have a really tight back a lot of the time. And so if I don't warm up properly before working in the garden or going to exercise, I can injure myself. And that's exactly what I did last year. Between starting the school garden, playing in a competitive women's volleyball league, working in my own garden, sewing. I was doing a sewing project at that time that was kind of, I don't know, awkward on my body because it was so intricate. Somewhere around that time, I just had really bad abdominal pain. I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? And yeah, long story short, I found out that I had pulled both of my hip flexors and both of my iliacus muscles, which are the muscles inside and along your spine and pelvis. So yeah, it's been an interesting journey, to say the least.
So it wasn't something simple like a car wreck where you got run into by a semi truck or anything like that. It was just a natural occurrence injury, a sports injury.
Yeah, I think so. I had a predisposition to this kind of back fracture, which weakened my muscles, and then not knowing that I was weak at that point in time, I overdid it. So
golf is also out of the question, I'm sure.
Yeah, right now it is, at least. Yeah.
So you indicate you're doing much better now. Are you see, how do I ask this? The healing process that you're practicing and going through, to many people, it would be a little bit unorthodox. Is that a fair statement?
Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm doing a lot of what my physical therapists have recommended to me.
Okay.
But I think to some people, the idea of holding out belief that you can get better, yeah, I guess I would say that's not everybody's cup of tea. I think that's a big part of my belief system and healing, I guess.
Well, I think it's just a fascinating story, and I'm anxious to hear more as things progress.
Brett from Broussard Homestead is asking, what was that condition called again?
It's called spondylolisthesis.
I'm not going to ask her to spell it.
Nope. Do you use herbal remedies for your healing?
Yeah, so for me, a big reason why I've decided to do doTERRA, God told me to do doTERRA, so I started. But then in starting to do it, I found that there were a lot of remedies that help. Deep blue, past tense, peppermint, pettigrain, those are all things that help me a lot. And so those are plant-based things. I don't know a lot about herbal medicine just yet as far as making different teas and stuff. But that is something that I'd like to learn more about.
Very interesting. So, back to California and your suburban garden. Is that a fair statement? Suburban garden?
Yeah. Yep.
Asphalt garden, concrete garden.
I know. We didn't choose this, but it was such a blessing to have this house, and so yeah, here we are. If we had it our way, we'd definitely have grass and in-ground garden, but we're making the most of it.
So what are you growing? What's your favorite things to grow? Who inspires you in the growing field?
Ooh, oh man, so many good questions. What's my favorite thing to grow? Probably sunflowers. I love growing sunflowers. Have really fond memories of growing sunflowers as a kid. I've got some Mongolian and Titan sunflowers, I think, and also some mammoth gray stripes from Baker Creek, like the really big ones. So I'm super excited for those. I love zinnias because I love butterflies and hummingbirds. So I'm excited for those to be popping up here. But I've also got squash. I'm really excited for butternut squash. I love butternut squash soup. It's so good. And let's see, we've got zucchini. We cook a lot of zucchini here, so I'm excited for that. I have a lot of black tomatoes. Tommy said that if I would get more black plants, that he would get out in the garden with me more. So I purchased as many black seeds as I could while I was out at Baker Creek. So we've got black beauty tomatoes, black versailles tomatoes, black beets, anything. Black nebula carrots, I think is what they're called. So yeah, we're growing as many dark pigmented things as possible.
Do you have a desire to move out of the city and into a more rural farm type setting?
Definitely, yeah. And for us, where we're at right now, we're in like North County, San Diego, which is a lot of farmland. So for me, this is a slower pace, even though we're still in the city. It's a lot different from where we were. So I'm very, very thankful to be where we're at right now. But ultimately, yeah, Tommy wants goats. He wants enough land so he doesn't have to see his neighbors. He has some kind of specific requests. I want enough land for at least one dairy cow, but I'm dreaming for more, of course. And so we'll see. We'll see where we end up here. California is pretty expensive at the moment, but anything is possible. So we'll see.
So do you work outside the home?
Yes, I was just telling my friend today, I was like, we need to count my jobs again because I keep losing track. So tomorrow I head up north to do group facilitation. I get to work with leaders from across the country and lead groups for their growth and healing. So often pastors and CEOs, they feel really lonely, kind of like lone wolf syndrome, and they get kind of stuck in that. And so I get to work with an organization that brings leaders from across the country to like deepen their walk with God, deepen their intimacy with themselves and their partners. And then I get to facilitate groups for that about once a month. So I'm going to go head up north and do that tomorrow. I also see clients privately. I also do doTERRA. I also do YouTube. I also work in agriculture nearby. And I'm sure I'm forgetting a couple others at the moment, but those are the main things at the moment.
Well, you say you work in agriculture nearby. Can you elaborate on that a little?
Yeah, so I help a lady run her farm business. She does all organic farming, and so I help with scheduling there, and then I'm also hoping to help her with her social media and have more of a presence on there. And then we'll see if she allows me to potentially build a coffee shop there. They don't have much of a coffee shop program going on, and I love good coffee. And it's my dream to have like a permaculture chicken bakery where you can invite people, offer them really good coffee and food, but then also say, hey, like, this is nature's perfect cycle. We grew this organically right here, and here's the chickens, and there's the wheat, and here's the coffee. So we'll see. Big dreams, but in time.
Well, I've just noticed that we've got an expert gardener in the chat right now. Old Alabama Gardener has joined us tonight, and I'll just say hi to Charles. Good evening, sir.
Hey, Charles.
So, do you do any preserving? Do you do any canning, any fermenting, any dehydrating, and all that stuff?
So I've actually asked for a dehydrator for my birthday this fall. So I'm excited to start doing more of that. As far as preserving, the things that I've learned to preserve are basically seeds up to this point. I had a huge flop with my soil last year and did not do any canning because I really didn't have much of a harvest. But I'm really hoping to do that. So on my birthday list are canning supplies and a dehydrator. So I'm hoping to get into that more this year.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You're doing fine.
I'm doing fine.
You're doing fine. I'm answering questions here. You're doing the verbal. I'm fine.
So, Natalie, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Hopefully on the farm. Yeah, I really do. I feel like I had this picture kind of downloaded onto me, and I really do see that happening in the next 5 years. And hopefully we'll have some kids by then. And yeah, my goal is I just hope to help as many people as I can while I'm here and leave this place better than I found it. And so if that's what I'm doing in 5 years, then I'll be happy.
Nathan has a question for you. Did you see it?
Nathan.
180 from average?
Oh, Ethan?
Yeah, Ethan. Sorry, I don't know why I said Nathan.
No problem. I do that all the time.
Question for Natalie. If a woodchuck could actually chuck wood, how much wood could it chuck? Only Ethan.
A lot.
Only Ethan. Oh. And then I saw one here from Citystead. Let me see if I can find it.
What's up, Josh?
Natalie, my oldest YouTube friend. How you doing?
I know. Josh and I go way back. Yeah, him, Green Dream Project.
Well, you're looking for that one. I see Goldshaw is asking how your worms are doing.
Yes.
So I just checked on them today, and they're doing well. They actually did have a lot of babies recently, so that's exciting. And I'm having dreams of expanding already, as if like my not fully planted garden isn't enough. I just had a dream last night of monarchs and rabbits and like 6 worm bins. So we'll see how that plays out here. Hoping for more very soon, but they're doing good. Thanks for asking, Morgan.
And Reap What You Sow is asking, did you change your eating habits, like processed food and that? If so, have you noticed a difference?
I definitely noticed a difference. And I mean, I'm not going to lie, like, I'm not perfect. I went to this conference for PTSD recovery just this past weekend, and we did some heavy emotional lifting, and I definitely had some hot Cheetos to kind of cope after a long day, because that's like my cheat food. But yeah, I mean, I definitely noticed a big difference. I'm actually gearing up right now to do GAPS diet, because I'm trying to practice what I preach, right? To see if I end up feeling a lot better by changing to a really nutrient dense diet. So we'll see what that's like.
Okay. So while you're in town, any desire maybe to start investigating in livestock a little bit, like rabbits perhaps, or peacocks, or something that fits in with the decor around there?
Yeah, I do love this indigo blue color. It would be cool to have some peacocks. Yeah, I definitely am interested in rabbits. I love that you can just use their fertilizer and their sweet furry companions as well. That's so cool. I can see some of what's happening in the background there. Thrive Life. I don't know what it is, but I like it.
Well, we are.
Anyway, yeah.
We're consultants for Thrive Life if people have an interest. So that's one thing that helps our channel here. So since you brought it up, we can just do the advertisement right now, folks. If you haven't had Thrive Life,
oh, perfect.
You need to give it a shot. It's really, really good food, and that's what it is. It's food. It's not a bunch of fillers. It's not a bunch of sugars and all that. If you've got any questions on it, or considering an extra source of income, perhaps, if you wanted to make that step, send us an email, give us a call. We can fix you up. There is a link down below, or if you just type Thrive in the chat, Smudge ought to be able to give you the link where you can go check that out.
Yeah, he's good for something.
Yeah, Smudge is good for a lot of things. If you type LOL, he'll laugh right back at you.
He sure will. Gemini Homestead is asking, what's your average yearly temps?
This particular area, it gets a little hotter here in the summer as we're a little farther inland. But in general, we hover probably around 70, like as an average for the entire year.
Okay, let's.
Are you there?
Yeah, we're all still here. Let's take a short break here. We're going to put Smudge on the screen, and we're going to get a trivia question out of the way. So, Smudge will say
Well,
the
hi,
rules.
folks. It's trivia time again. And we have to have some rules for this, so they are as follows. Number 1, you can only win once every 4 weeks. Number 2, you must be the first person to answer the question correctly in the chat window as it appears embedded on the screen here. Your chat window may have a different order. And number 3, you have to send an email to twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com. Send us your mailing address so we know where to send your winnings. Good luck.
Okay, and let me just kind of reiterate here again that the official order chat you will see embedded on the screen in front of you here. Everybody's chat window is in a different order. That's just the way that YouTube and the internet works. Different lag for different computers and so forth. So the official order is what you see on the window. And tonight's first question is everybody ready?
I see Green Dream is ready.
Yeah, they're already guessing.
All right. What are the name of Natalie's cats? And that is plural. What is the name of her cats?
I will never live that down.
No, it's not Puss in Boots.
Lizard Lady. We'll see her in a week and a half. Who knows? Not thing 1 and thing 2.
Uh-oh, I am not a fun facts guy.
That is okay. You know, I really don't think I say their names very often on my channel. And so even though they're in almost every video, I don't know that this is a very easy question. And I'm not offended to any of my friends on here who don't know my cats' names.
Dumb and Dumber, Peanut Butter and Jelly.
Ethan, I did consider like
Oh, there we go.
Rorschach.
Goldshaw Farms.
Yep, Goldshaw Farm. Bear and Oliver. All right.
Good
Morgan,
job, Morgan.
congratulations.
There you go. Winner, winner.
Woohoo!
Oh, did you want to tell them what they're playing for?
Right there.
Well, go ahead. I got to do something else here.
You gotta do something else?
Yeah.
Seeds, wonderful seeds. We have so many seeds. Morgan, you get seeds.
Those are beautiful. Are those ranunculus?
Very good. Yes, they are. That's exactly what
lovely.
they are. Yeah. That's exactly what they are. The prize is seeds. Chickenlandia, how are you? Haven't seen you in a while.
President, you made it.
All right. And folks, we'll open up the phone line here if anybody'd like to call.
Yeah, Jessica, just a couple of seeds.
And ask her any questions directly.
I had to find more boxes for my seeds because I found more seeds.
And I will remind folks that when I have somebody on the phone, I can't take any more calls. We're running a shoestring budget here, and we don't have a lot of we don't have call waiting for a whole stack of callers or anything. So,
Single Dad wants to know if you're working on any new songs.
Actually, yeah. So I just wrote one today, and sometimes it's really hard for me to sing the truth. And then I thought, wow, let's actually tap into that for a second. So I just wrote a song about can I believe for my healing? Can I trust God for my healing? So I'm excited to share that with everybody real soon here. Yeah.
hello, this is Darrell. Who's calling, please?
Well, this is the single dad from on top of the mountain. How are you guys doing?
Is there a single dad at the bottom of the mountain?
I'm sure there is, but you know how it works. Hey, Natalie.
Hey, good to see you. Hear from you.
I hope you can't see me.
Yeah.
That would be scary.
You got some satellite imaging. Hey, so my question is, are you working on any new songs?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I kind of set the guitar aside for a little bit, but I felt like sometimes I get these downloads, especially when I'm flying. I had a friend pray for me that I would hear songs in the sky. And so anytime I travel, I feel like I hear songs now. And so today I sat down and wrote one, Can I Trust God for My Healing? It's about that. And it's about how, yes, I definitely can trust God for full healing. So, and that we all can. Yeah, so that's the latest song. I'm excited to share it with you guys here soon.
Amen. I can't wait to sit around the campfire and listen to it.
Yes. Oh, that'd be so great. How are you doing?
You said that when you first started.
Oh, yes. When I first started my channel, to have a bonfire.
Yeah, and I said I was going to come when you got the fire pit ready.
Yep, it's almost ready. You got to come out to California.
We'll get out there at some point in time, I'm sure.
I still have my unicorn coloring.
That Miss Healing made you?
Yes. How is she doing?
She's doing great. I just put her down a few minutes ago, so she's enjoyed. She got to fly on her first airplane trip out to see Smudge down at the Bash.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I saw your live stream. Yeah. Okay, it's connecting now. So you got to go down to the Bash. That's great.
Yeah, we've gotten to go quite a few places. We'll be in Hannibal, seeing Miss Sherry and Darrell there, and Mr. Smudge here in the next couple of days. And then, I guess about two weeks now. And then we'll be at the HOA too. I think you're going to be at that one as well, aren't you?
I will. So I'm going to the Seed Expo in Santa Rosa and then HOA in October. I'm so excited. Literally,
well, awesome.
A little over a year ago, I was crying to myself on the couch, asking Tommy if we could move to a farm. And then I said, well, I'm just going to start my own farm and make the most of it, because that's what Jess said to do, right? And now I'm friends with all of you guys and going to HOA, which I was just watching from afar last year. So I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing you guys.
Well, me too. Well, me too, and I want to give Tommy a big thumbs up too, because he's a great support that you have, and I know he's behind the scenes and everything. So tell him great job.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, he really is. He's my number one supporter, and he is very low key. I'm very much the one who's yeah, let's go charge the mountain and let's do all the video. And he's a very special role.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, he really is so special, and I'm so blessed to have him in my life.
Well, you're welcome, and good talking to you. We will see you at HOA. We're actually staying with Big Bear and Jess and Maya.
Oh,
so if not coming,
awesome.
We'll get to hang out some then. But I'll get off here and let someone else call. And good talking to everybody tonight.
Talk to you later, Chris.
Good talk to you.
Take care, Chris.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
See you, Darrell. I like the orange shirt, by the way.
Oh. Bye-bye.
He did that just for you.
Bye, guys.
All right, phone line is open. Here we go. Hello, this is Darrell. Who's calling, please? Hello.
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 What's up, my people?
Oh, my goodness.
Goodness. I didn't even know you were in here.
Well, I just signed on.
Well, you just called.
VW Family Farm.
What's up, Nat?
What's up? I know that voice.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
You're much taller in person. That's what she said to me over Jess and Maya's. She said, am I that much taller in person? I said, no, I kind of picked you out as the tall one.
Yes.
All right. So I hear you're going to be at the expo in Santa Rosa?
Yes, sir. Yep, I'm excited.
Yeah. Sweet. So what have you been up to?
Just, doing the garden. It took me 5 days to dig out a hole over here. So I have a whole new respect for how hard farm life is. Just digging holes, planting the garden, and trying to figure out our new life here in San Diego. It's been quite an adventure, but yeah, just figuring it out one day at a time. How are you guys doing?
Yeah. We're doing good. Staying busy. As always.
Yes, we're so busy.
So if you need any more practice at digging holes, we got some corner posts that we could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We never got to film that segment, I don't think, because we talked about doing that. I said, hey, we should do a thing of can she be a homesteader or can she be a farmer? And I was going to come help you out on the farm. We never did that. So we'll have to do that at some point.
It was a very busy weekend that weekend, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. I had baby Gabriel, the puppy, pooping on me, and there were thunderstorms and lightning. It was quite an adventure.
The flood coming in the building.
Oh my gosh. That was so funny. Well, yeah, and then Natalie and Daniel in the car.
And he pulls it in.
Yes.
Yep. Oh, man. Well, I just thought I'd jump on here and say hi real quick. Hadn't seen you in a while, and I know I've been busy out on the farm.
Yeah, good to hear from you. I think I'm going to be sending Emily some succulents here from California soon, so
she'll be excited.
She's so sweet. It's fun to connect with her on Instagram. It was really nice to meet all of you guys in person too. It just it's so different to just talk online and then actually meet everybody. It's really special. It's a really special place, this homestead community.
Well, we've been getting comments here lately about, hey, are we going to do a fall shindig or a harvest shindig, and it'd be so fun, but that's so much work. But there's other people that's out there doing them, and hopefully we can do some more traveling and maybe get around some more this fall when things settle down around here. Like I said, we'll be going to Santa Rosa, and then not sure what else we're going to be able to do, but hope we can get out and meet some more people.
Yeah,
fixing to be taking a trip up to visit with Darrell and Sherry
this weekend.
Yay!
Yeah, they're coming to the Buckeye State.
Yes, they are.
Wow.
Yeah.
What takes you guys out there? Just to say hi, or something else in particular?
Well, our kid, both the kids, they compete in Bible memorization at church. And for the last 3 years, they've made it to the Nationals and going back again this year.
Look at them go. Oh, man, that's awesome. Good job, guys. That's exciting.
I'm very proud of them. Lane's won first in the nation. He's been second in the nation. And last year, Emily won first in the nation. So I'm proud of him.
Yeah, but he really just wants to come up and visit Layman's.
No, that's Andrea.
I actually just want to eat one of them humongous cinnamon rolls up there.
You'll find them up there in Amish country.
Yep. But anyway, I'm just going to hop on here and say hi, and I'll let somebody else jump in here. Good to see you, Natalie.
Good to see you, too. I'm so glad you called. Glad you guys are doing well. We'll see you in September.
Yep. See you then.
See you this weekend.
All right, Ben. Thanks for calling. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, and I know I had another caller. Here we go already. This is Darrell. Who's calling, please? Hello, you're live.
Hey, how's it going? This is Ethan.
Hi, Ethan. How you doing?
Good.
I recognize that voice.
So how you doing, Natalie? It's been a while.
I'm good. It's good to hear from you. How are you guys?
We're doing well. Yeah, busy, but well.
I was quoting your podcast with Morgan Gold the other day. I don't even remember what I was doing now, but I just thought when your values don't line up with your actions, you're bound to be unhappy, says my wise friend, the Ethan. So, yeah.
Yep, I think it's true. Yep.
Definitely.
Oh, well, it must be nice out there. It's actually nice here in Minnesota, finally. It's beautiful. But anyway, so you're going to HOA. That'll be fun to see you there. And I get to see two family here in, 2 weeks?
2 weeks. Mm-hmm.
That's going to be cool.
2 weeks from yesterday, yes.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. The garden is coming along, Natalie. That's pretty cool to see. You're doing the raised bed. I noticed you're doing them at like tall person level. You're making them how I like to see them. Like, I don't want to have to like get on the ground. Those look nice.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. Yeah, that was the goal, was to have them as back friendly as possible after having my accident injury situation. So yeah, definitely. But hey, you guys have a beautiful situation going on out there. I saw Sarah and I were chatting briefly on Marco Polo the other day, and she showed me like the plans. I think she said it was for the solarium to be overlooking the garden. Is that right? Future solarium. She's telling me about the importance of the door.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's that'll probably hopefully happen next year. So there'll be a big greenhouse solarium off the south side, and I'm hoping that we can kind of heat the house through at least parts of the winter with that. So, which will be really nice here. It's so cold.
That'll be great. Yeah.
Yeah.
What have you guys planted so far?
Say that again?
What have you guys been planting out there?
This year we decided we are planting nothing. So we have just been working on the house. That's all we've been doing. And I'm glad that that's all we've been doing, because I've been slammed with work lately. And so it's been hard to get really anything accomplished. And we had big plans coming into the spring when we got back here, and then I just called it off. I said, this year is not the year. And I'm glad we did that, because I would have probably, because of August, the baby, I would have been the one doing most of the work, I think. Mm-hmm. And so it just wouldn't have worked this year. But it's going to be really great. And we have a whole plan here for the new raised beds that are going to go in here. And then I think this fall we're going to start planting the vineyard in the yard here, in the front yard. So it's all coming together.
That's so exciting. Yeah, and I saw your comment, by the way. I did consider naming my cats like psychology-related terms, but I thought that's going to get old at some point. But yeah, I did think about like Rory or Rorschach. Yeah. So yeah, that was a good suggestion. I'm guessing the cats' names. Oh man. Oh, I was going to say, have you had any good coffee recently? Because I know that you are a fellow coffee aficionado.
Yes. Okay, when is the last time I had really good coffee? Okay, so the true story here. I have found there is a Sam's Club coffee, and it sounds weird, but it comes from Sam's Club, I think. Once in a while, I see it at Walmart, and it's their organic, and I forget exactly which one, but it's an organic Sam's Club coffee that you can get at Walmart, and honestly, it's shockingly good. Like, it's as good as at a startup that I worked at. The one guy was like this coffee connoisseur, so he brought in this super expensive coffee. And it was really good. Like, it was the best coffee I've ever had. This coffee reminds me of that coffee. So I'll get you that information. I'll tell you exactly what it is. I forget exactly, but.
Yeah, I would love that. And I'm just going to throw this out there. I'm basically going to be starting a podcast soon. And so I think you guys have a cool story to share about making these decisions that are healing for your family. And sometimes you have to make like the tough decision to say, we're not going to do a garden, but like ultimately you're putting, your mental health, your physical health. So anyway, hopefully you guys can come on the podcast the next couple months. So I'll reach out to you. But yeah,
Okay, well,
Coffee.
coffee has
All right.
coffee has stirred up the chat here, so let's
Sure
just
has.
get this out here while everybody's online here. Let's see. VW Family Farm says you need to try Rose Art coffee, and
Blackpack Homestead, do you like chocolate-covered coffee beans?
Yes.
and Hoboken Coffee Roasters in Guthrie, Oklahoma.
You know, there's this coffee that a friend of mine bought when we were in Vietnam. And I guess some wild cat eats it.
And poops it
And
out.
then they poop,
Yes.
then they poop it out.
Right.
And then people go collect all of the coffee beans. And they sell it for like $60 a pound.
I've heard
and
that.
he bought some.
Well, that's
I never got to try it.
That's
but I've
about
heard
as
that's
organic
coffee.
as you can get now, isn't it?
What do you say?
That's about as organic as you can get.
I mean, I think so. But so if you really want to go all out.
Loma
Yeah,
Acres
I
is
guess
saying Black Rifle coffee.
Ben
Yeah,
said that
after that.
coffee he mentioned is made right there in Rosebud.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Clawfoot. I've heard that before. Pooped coffee.
Nope.
We have a really good coffee. They just, roast here. So obviously we're in Minnesota. They don't get the coffee here, but they roast it here. It's called Peace Coffee. And we gave some of that to Jess as a gift, and she really liked it. It varies, but it's all really good. It's all fair trade. I think it's all organic, and that's another good one. And that's made here somewhere down in Minneapolis or St. Paul or something.
Oh, and Allison gets a private shipment from a friend. A friend of hers has a coffee farm in Guatemala. Sun-dried beans. I'm not
So, hey,
I'm not a coffee drinker.
have
That's
you-
Darrell.
have you ever tried something Sarah picked up when we were coming back from down south this spring? We were driving along. She's like, I got this new juice. She said it's made from the coffee fruit and not the
Oh.
beans. Have you ever had that?
Yeah, I think they actually sell a form of that at Starbucks, but I've never had that. Or they use it as
Oh,
a
man.
flavoring or something.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's really interesting. No, I haven't. Did she like it?
Yeah, I mean, if I could get it here locally, and it was like something you could get off a tree here or something, I would be like, yeah, I'd probably have a coffee juice problem. I'd probably drink way too much of
Yes,
it.
I
It was
know.
really good.
I knew I could count on you for coffee. So, I was really grateful that you shared it with us out in Missouri.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
And I
Well-
had this thought the other day, what are we doing with our coffee, and is it going to make the farmers proud? Like somebody here mentioned that they have a friend in Guatemala who grows the coffee. It's I feel like in so many ways we are totally destroying this crop that a farmer worked so hard to deliver, and then we over roast it, or we don't know how to pull a decent shot, or we don't know what we're doing with the milk, or whatever it may be. And it's I had this thought, I want to make coffee that makes the coffee farmers proud. Just a random thought I thought I would share with you, my fellow coffee lover.
Yes. Well, coffee. I mean, I am in computers, so coffee is kind of a part of the job description.
Yeah, we go hand in
Definitely
hand.
love my coffee. Anyway, I'll let you guys go so somebody else can talk, but it was great talking to you, Natalie. I hope we'll see you at HOA. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, it'll depend on how far we're done with the house, if we go out there or not.
Yeah, for sure.
But and I will see other people here soon, I guess, and because we're going to be going to Hannibal, so anyone who's watching this is going down there, we're going to be there.
Awesome. It's so good to hear from
Cool.
you, Ethan. I hope you guys are doing well out
All
there.
right.
We'll see you in
All right.
October.
Ethan, we'll be at the same campgrounds.
Yeah, we're going to try to get set up there. I need to go see if I can get a reservation now. So,
Cool.
All right, cool. All right, talk to y'all later.
Talk to you later.
Yep, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
It is 9:53. I know Natalie already said she can't sit very much
I know,
longer.
but I got another phone call
Okay.
here. This is Darrell. Who's calling, please?
This is Drew Butter from the Butter Homestead.
Well, hi,
Drew.
Drew. How you doing?
Hey, Drew.
All right.
Go right
How are
ahead.
y'all?
Go right ahead. Natalie's got an ear to you here.
Okay. I had a kind of a two-stage question. What is I guess, your biggest success in the garden this year and your biggest failure in the garden this year?
Oh, that's a really good question. So I think technically, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think technically my garden is going to be ready to harvest more towards fall. So is that considered a fall garden? I don't know, when you harvest it in the fall. So all that to say, I don't really have anything that's like harvestable just yet. I think that the biggest win has been just getting it started. I've also killed quite a few transplants because our soil is very unique. So I actually just had to compost a bunch of marigolds that aren't doing so well. I have some nasturtium that's really struggling. But yeah, I think just getting the garden started and getting as many plants in our garden bed and setting up the pollinator garden, that's been a huge win. Getting what's planted so far has been a huge win. But yeah, as far as mistakes go, I'm learning a lot just about, transplant shock, and I just like direct sow better. I seem to have better luck with that. But yeah, still navigating the whole transplanting thing.
Right. So you haven't had any major failures yet, though? We recently had our squash plant got squash borers and kind of like ruined them almost overnight.
Oh man, that stinks. So is there anything preventative you can do for that? I'm thinking of my squash and trying to protect them. Is neem good for that, or diatomaceous earth, or is it just kind of like once they're in there, they're in there?
We pulled them all out and just destroyed them because we didn't want them to keep going through the garden. So
yeah,
that's all we need to do. Let's just get rid of the plants.
What's
but
going well for you guys? What are you enjoying?
Peppers are doing really well.
The which ones?
Our peppers and cucumbers seem to be doing really well, but we've had definitely some fails and some wins.
For sure. Yeah, I planted some cucumbers as well, and then I don't know, I came home one day and they were just like gone. One was gone and one had like completely withered, and I was like, wait, what just happened? So I'm going to try cucumbers again. But yeah, that's great. So congrats on the cucumbers and peppers. Peppers could be tricky, I hear.
Right. Yeah, they're really healthy for some reason. Oh, my wife says hi. Ashley says hi.
Hey, Ashley.
And she wants coffee recommendations. She loves her coffee.
So here's what's so funny is I'm kind of like Ethan in that I have found a couple like standard, just kind of from your local supermarket coffees that I really like. And so what's in our espresso machine is the organic breakfast blend from Trader Joe's. So I'm really liking that one right now, and it's kind of like, wait, really? Like, it's nothing fancy. It's just like an organic blend from Trader Joe's. But when I can, I try to buy from like local roasters, or if I'm visiting somewhere, I'll buy from there. And one place that I really like that I had the opportunity to get coffee from in, I think it was Seattle, is Intelligentsia Roasters. They make a really good coffee, and sometimes I see it in Albertsons. Not every Albertsons. I don't know if it's the same out there, but I really love Intelligentsia coffee. And I'm more of a South American coffee lover. I don't really like the Ethiopia blends. They're kind of acidic for me. So that would be my recommendation. Something from South America from Intelligentsia, if you can find it.
So there you go, Ashley, since you're listening on another computer.
Oh. You've never been to Trader Joe's? Oh my goodness. They have free coffee there.
And I'm pretty sure we have one somewhere nearby. But yeah, I think we're stuck on like an HEB blend of from our local supermarket too. So it's something called like San Antonio blend or something. That's what we're stuck on. But
yep.
It's what we like.
Yeah, and I think it's about like what your budget can afford to do sometimes.
Okay,
yeah,
well, I guess that's all the questions I have.
Sorry, what was that?
I said, I guess that's all the questions I have.
Well, it's good to hear from you. So glad to hear from you. You guys doing well out there?
Yeah, we're doing all right. Just staying out of the heat as best we can. But we did just get a rabbit and spent the weekend building a rabbit hutch. So we have a new animal on our little urban homestead.
That's awesome. Congratulations. How'd the hutch building go?
Well, we repurposed she was just driving around in town the other day and found someone getting rid of something that appeared to be maybe an old doghouse or something, and picked it up and brought it home, and I modified it and made it into a rabbit hutch. So we repurposed old wood, and I like to do that anyway, so we build stuff out of pallets a lot of times, but we were able to turn it into a rabbit hutch.
That's awesome. So I think you probably heard earlier that I'm trying to convince Tommy that we should get more animals somehow. So if we end up getting those rabbits I was talking about, I'll have to give you guys a call and see what you recommend as far as rabbit hutches go.
Right, yeah, we're kind of learning, but we have a few connections that we can reach out to for some expertise. But we do have chickens, so, do y'all have restrictions on what animals you can have in your area?
Unfortunately, yeah. So we happen to be in a little community that has a homeowners association. I always say HOA, and then people go, Homesteaders of America? And I'm like, no, Homeowners Association. And so they have kind of some rules for us. But what's ironic is that we're surrounded by farmland and, bigger properties that have animals. Like we have neighbors with alpacas, some neighbors with goats. And I'm like, shoot, if our little house was just one zone over, we could have more animals, but this is where we feel like God called us to. So all in his timing. Yeah. It's all good.
Yeah, we're allowed, we can have chickens, but we can only have 4 chickens. And so we can have 4 pets. So we're calling our rabbit a pet. So we can have our rabbit, and we have our dog and a cat. So we can have one more animal, but we'd have to maybe another rabbit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's something like that here. It's you can have up to 3 poultry, but they can't be livestock. There were really weird rules. I have to read through them again. But yeah, I like the creativity there. So you're supporting your farm dreams. I love it. Yeah. Well, congrats on the new rabbit and the new place, the new rabbit house.
Yeah, we'll be putting something out on it soon. But
Good.
It was good chatting with you.
Same here. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, Drew. Thank you so much for calling.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Okay. Let's go ahead and get another trivia question going here. So, Natalie, take a short break.
Awesome. I will take a short break, so it's
okay
hi,
to
folks. Get up.
It's trivia time again.
Oh, okay,
and we have to have some rules for this, so they are as follows. Number 1, you can only win once every 4 weeks. Number 2, you must be the first person to answer the question correctly in the chat window as it appears embedded on the screen here. Your chat window may have a different order. And number 3, you have to send an email to twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com. Send us your mailing address so we know where to send your winnings. Good luck.
Okay. And again, I'll just kind of say this again because a lot of people miss it and forget. The official order of chat is on the screen. That's what we have to go by. And that way there's only one, and it's one for everybody. So the answer must appear in the proper order on the screen. So with that, if everybody is ready for question number 2, you want to tell them what they're playing for?
Another package of seeds.
Another package of seeds. All right.
Ethan, take care. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Question number 2 for the evening. Here we go. What material did she use, speaking of Natalie, to make her raised beds more affordable? What material was used to make Natalie's raised beds?
Nope. 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 Ben.
Horticulture Greek, you're close.
She moved mountains.
Yep. Cedar.
Cedar. Katie, you got it, dear.
She Moved Mountains was the first one to come up with the word cedar, and that's what we were looking for. Okay, so tonight's winners of the trivia, please send an email to twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com. Give us your mailing address, and we can get those seeds in the mail to you. All right. Let me see what's happening over here. All right, she is back.
Okay, less sunny location.
Okay, so we have new background.
Yes.
And folks, we're not going to run her this long tonight because she's not as comfortable with her back and everything. But if you're good for a little bit more, we'll leave the phone line open. Maybe get a couple more callers in.
Yeah, sounds good. I'm doing better than expected. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there you go, folks. We're running on a time thing here. So you want to talk to her directly, ask her some questions directly, see what's going on in California.
By the way, good job, Katie. You knew it. You knew the answer. I just want to say it's really good to be with you guys tonight. You guys, your program is so lovely, and it's expanded and keeps evolving into something really nice. You guys do a really good job, and I'm really honored to be here with you. So thank you for having me.
Well, it's our pleasure that you're here, and
We're glad we caught you.
yeah.
To all the people who don't know the drama behind the scenes,
Well, we only planned it, a year ago?
Yeah, for real. And I was like, I swear I thought it was Monday, and then I thought you were saying it was Sunday, and I was so sad. I was like, okay, well, I guess I missed it, and I felt awful. Oh my gosh.
And I'm trying to catch her going back. No, that note was sent yesterday, so it was. Oh, was there confusion?
Yeah, that was. I was like, okay, let's just hop on the phone and see if we can figure it out.
Monday night, Tuesday night, Thursday night, and now we're hosting a comedy show on Wednesday night.
You guys, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You're on fire.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, J-Live Adventures is asking Natalie, what are your hottest and coldest temps?
I don't know. I would have to ask Google, but when I landed last night, the pilot said it was 68 degrees at night, and then today it got all the way up to like 95. Yeah, so it was pretty hot today.
That's about what it was in Louisiana last week.
So you're getting a 30-degree swing.
With a 130-degree humidity. Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, luckily not too bad with the humidity out here. But yeah, I mean, it really varies. Like, we finally got out of the drought this year. So yay, California, no more drought with all the rain. Mm-hmm. And with all the rain, it actually felt like winter. Like, we had some days where it was like 40 degrees, which is cold for us. And so it was nice. But yeah, it really just depends on the season and kind of, how close you are to the ocean.
And Drew, you're very welcome. I did see the notice that was flashing through there. You're very welcome. Make sure that Sherry's got a time for you guys. If you're going to do a weekly thing, as far as what time you're going to do it, she can add it to the list of many that she has. So.
Okay, so I have to say goodnight to Ben and the family. And before leaving to Arkansas practice, how would I say it like Ben? And he says like VW. So good night, VW Farm.
Well, you have a few more months to practice.
Yeah, he has like a very specific way he says their farm name. It's so funny to me. Well, hey, it's Ben from VW Family Farms.
So
Boldly Grow Homestead. No, they're not really tough. I don't know if Gemini Homestead is still in here because she just had surgery on Friday, but they did their first live stream tonight. So
this is Darrell. Who's calling, please?
Hey, it's Jen from Cybers Homestead.
Hey,
hi.
How are you
gosh,
all?
I was
How are you, Natalie?
I'm so sorry. I totally just talked over you, but I have to tell you that I was crying watching the eggs hatch today. I'm so attached to the duck story. You have no idea.
I know. It was pretty emotional. It took forever, but I caught myself crying quite a few times while I sat there and watched. And then this morning I started crying again. I was like, okay, this is enough.
I'm going to start crying thinking about it. It makes me so emotional. I just can't believe what happened and what a gift it is that you have those eggs. It's so awesome.
Yeah, it was. It turned out quite well, even though it was sad, and the whole event was scary. You know, it's still scary. We hope they survive, but so far so good. They're pretty healthy, and it was definitely a blessing to a very sad thing.
Definitely.
But it's me and Ray sitting here. We're all sick tonight. Wyatt went
you could tell in your
Bible
voice.
school, and he got us all. He gave us the summer cold. So me and Ray are sitting here. Zach's already fallen asleep, but we just wanted to call and.
Mom's sick and Daddy's sick and Mommy's sick and I'm sick, but Wyatt is not only one sick.
Wyatt's the only one not sick? Aww.
Wyatt was actually the first one sick, so he's on the mend now while the rest of us are trying to recuperate.
So he started it then?
Yeah, he did, unfortunately, on his poor birthday, but...
I fell in love with that little
better.
girl in Mississippi. They were sitting across from us, and this little girl had these gorgeous little blue glasses on. I walked I go,
Yeah.
who are you? Oh, Lord. She was just so cute.
Oh, thank you. She hears you. She loves it. We were so happy to meet you, though, at the shindig, and I really hope we can see you again soon, hopefully at the HOA, and we just absolutely adore you, and we love you to death, and miss you all the time. I wish we were closer, because I feel like we would just have so much fun together and have a really nice friendship, but hopefully we can keep it going over the
nice to know
miles.
that it's not one-sided, because on YouTube it's like, oh, I really love these people so much, but you don't know how they feel. So thank you for telling me that. I feel the same way about you guys, and I wish we weren't all so spread out, but it's okay. We'll make the most of it in the meantime. But I'm so glad to thank you for sharing that with me. That really blesses me. Yeah. I know. Yeah. I wish that we had more time too at the shindig. It was so wild. It was just so busy. It was like my family was like, "Are you alive?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just there's so much going on. Like, I barely even had time to call back home." But I still think of turning the drumsticks and not having like a long enough thing to do it with, and how he was burning his hands. He was like, "Oh no, I got this," and just drumstick barbecue.
It was very busy. Yeah, and it's unfortunate because they're all like that, and you want to spend more time together, but it's difficult. But you guys are going to HOA, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to convince Tommy to come out with me. His weekends are pretty precious since he still has the 9 to 5. But we'll see. Yeah, we'll see how that works out. I'm thinking he's going to come out with me. So yeah, it'd be really great to introduce him to you guys.
Yeah. If you guys decide to stay at like a hotel or a campground, something, let us know, and maybe we can make arrangement and be near you all so that we can spend some more time together.
I would love that. Yeah, I will reach out to you. That would be great.
Yeah, all right. Well, we'll get off and let some other people call, but we love you, and we will talk to you soon.
Love you guys, too. Thanks so much.
Okay, Jen. Thanks for calling, Jen.
Love you, Darrell and Sherry, too.
Love you, too, sweetie.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, and who was it?
What?
Oh, the white picket fence. She didn't like my thumbs up thing.
Oh, is that what it was? I couldn't figure out what she was talking about. Only because I know Natalie has a sore back and everything with it being a quarter after.
Yeah, we did have one more caller. If they want to call real quick, we'll make that the last call. And here they are. This is Darrell. Who's calling, please?
It's Alicia from Providence Farmstead.
Good evening. How are you?
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hey, I didn't know you were on tonight, Natalie.
What was that?
You look so beautiful over there in the sunshine still. It's dark on our side of the world.
Thank you.
Sure is.
So I was watching your garden, and it's just looking fantastic. And I just wanted to make sure that you knew that we just love you. We love you to pieces. You are such a blessing. You really are. And you're so encouraging to so many people. And I just wanted to make sure you knew that. I'm sure you do.
Really.
Everybody's telling you that.
You know, but like doing YouTube, you definitely get those messages sometimes or those comments, and I'm really grateful that I've got a good ratio of good comments to sometimes the more harsh ones or the harsh emails. So yeah, that really means a lot to me. And I don't know what it is, but I think about you guys a lot. I know we've connected about what you guys are going through right now, and I don't know why. I just think about you guys. On my last lives, I was like, please go check out my friends, Providence Farmstead. I just love them.
You're so sweet. Well, we love you too. And Matt and I watch your gardening, and we just love watching your kitties and all the fun things you're doing. I mean, you have really just, I don't even see how you put all of those raised beds together and have gotten everything going. I mean, it's just incredible to see what you have done and how encouraging you are to other people to get out there and do it, even if they're on their own. I just think that's amazing.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I know.
You're welcome.
I've experienced some tough things in my life, and I hope to encourage people who feel stuck or discouraged. And so I'm glad that message gets through. So thank you for that. That means a lot.
It does. It does. I won't keep you, but I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, because sometimes you get those messages, like you said, on YouTube, and you don't really know how much it really means to certain people. You know, you really can't get the feeling across through words typed on a screen. And it just, I know I speak for a lot of people. You are just really amazing, Natalie.
Thank
you so much for encouraging us all the time.
Yeah.
And blessing us with your beautiful voice.
I care about you guys. Love you guys. I'm so glad I got to hear your voice tonight. Thank you for
you too.
In.
Talk to you later.
Night.
Night. Thanks for calling. All right. I hate to say it, but we did have one more trying to call here. So if you want to call right now.
That's okay.
And obviously there's a little delay, but whoever was trying to call, if you want to try calling again here right now.
Natalie of Fishes and Loaves Life, please let Natalie know I am loving her walking into her calling with videos about how to help heal and grow. They are precious as she is.
Oh, thank you so much.
And don't forget, everybody, give us a thumbs up.
There you go, Sky. That was just for you, dear.
Thank you so much, Fishes and Loaves. I see so many of my friends on here and so many people that I get to talk with through doing YouTube. I haven't had a chance to really hop on the chat here, so I just want to say hi, everybody. Sharon from Southern Bella Home, and I think it's Chris, right, from Boldly Grow. Gemini. Oh, so many wonderful people are here tonight. So I just want to say, hey, guys.
This is Darrell.
Thank you to the two family moderators. I really appreciate you guys. You guys keep throwing up.
We have some great moderators, yes.
All right, this is Darrell. Who's calling, please?
Well, hey, Darrell. How are you? This is Amber from the Haskins Family Vlog. I'm telling you, Natalie, you are one popular gal because I've been trying to call all night long, my friend. So if I'm the caboose tonight, so be it. I'm the caboose. I'll be the last caller of the night. That is fine with me.
I always say that save the best for last. My mom was telling me she was offended the other day, jokingly, that she was the last one to give a speech at our wedding. And I say, Mom, that is the seat of honor. And to you, I say the same thing, Amber. You've got the seat of honor.
That's right.
Woohoo! All right, thanks, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm hanging out in my bedroom. I got the door locked so no boys can come in here and disrupt. So I am ready to. I don't want to keep you forever, but I am children and husband free at the moment. So
awesome.
I'm real happy right now.
Chat away.
Yeah. How are you doing?
Well, Andy was telling me today, he's like, when's the last time you talked to Natalie? And I was like, I haven't talked to her in probably a week or two, and I'm really sad about that, other than on YouTube. But I'm glad I had the opportunity. Sherry had I'd seen her post today about you going being live tonight, and I was like, oh, I have to catch that, because usually Mondays are our busy days. It's our busiest day of the week, and I was like, I have to catch that. I'm going to make time for Natalie. So.
Aw, I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, I know. I miss you. How are you doing?
Doing good. We are just busy as always. I harvested a ton of taters yesterday. It's my first time ever planting taters. And,
awesome.
Well, that's potatoes. For those of you who don't know what taters are, that's how I say it. But anyways, we harvested a bunch. We started out picking ones that had popped up to the surface. And then we just got carried away and ended up digging them all up. And I didn't even vlog any of it. So I was like, whoops. Oh, well.
Yeah, we were in your neck of the woods last week, Amber.
I know.
Yeah.
And I'm so sad. I missed you guys. I didn't even know it. Tasha told me that y'all had called and headed over there. It's like, no fair.
Yeah, it was like
next time.
It was a spur of the moment thing. Darrell says, we're doing this. I go, we are?
Yeah, she thought that was pretty cool. Y'all headed over there. So next time, y'all be sure to let me know.
Oh, my gosh, that place belongs in Better Homes and Gardens.
Oh, I know, right?
Oh, Lord. Yep.
The chicken coop alone is, I mean, I could live there.
Yeah, that in the garden.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So, Natalie, have you been cooking anything delicious lately? We always talk about recipes and exchange. Well, she doesn't share any of her recipes with me. I share with her, but she does ask me. I don't ask her. But have you been cooking anything delicious lately, my friend?
That's a good question. Well, I had my first successful batch of preparing Tommy food before I leave on a trip, so that was a win. So I made teriyaki chicken, and let's see, I made some chicken tacos, and yeah, so that was a big win. Honestly, the last couple weeks, the hardest thing for me to do when I have a little bit of a setback in my recovery is to stand and to look down, which is such a bummer because I love cooking. So the last couple weeks, I have not been too much in the kitchen, but Tommy did say that I have officially cracked the code on chocolate chip cookies and that I made the best chocolate chip cookies he's ever had in his whole life. Almost 30 years of his existence, these were the ones. So
nice.
So I'll call that.
I love chocolate chip cookies. You can send me some. I'll eat them.
That's Darrell's favorite.
I will have to start making
That's awesome,
these,
man. I need book a plane ticket and fly over to Natalie's and have her cook for me because everything sounds good.
Come on out to the retreat. I mean, it's a 1-bedroom retreat right now, but come on out.
Hey, one day, I'm all over that. Kid-free and everything. That would be a trip of a lifetime for sure.
Yes. No, absolutely. I mean, I've had so many people pray over me and encourage me and tell me, it's really going to happen. And so, yeah, when we do have the property and the retreat and everything, I hope that some of the friends I've made here can make it out, especially you. So, yeah, that'd be really cool.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I'm going to get off here, but I would like to do something for you, if that is okay. I want to pray for you. I had it on my heart to call and pray for you if I got through, so it's the Lord's will. I got in. I'm going to pray for you if that's okay.
Please, that would be awesome.
Okay. Heavenly Father God, I thank you so much for Natalie and for her ministry here on YouTube, to others that watch her and listen to her. God, I just pray that you would give her strength on the days that she's in pain. Give her encouragement on the days that she's down and depressed and has anxiety. Lord, I just pray that you would just touch her in a mighty way and that her YouTube channel would be a blessing to even more people than it is right now, God, and that this dream of hers of having a homestead for restoring, helping a place of restoration for those in need would come to fruition in your time and in your will. I pray all these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Okay, well, way to make me cry. Thank you.
That's all right. I'm a crier too. All right, well, I love you. I love you, Darrell and Sherry. And
love you too, Amber.
It was good talking to all you guys.
Make sure you tell my favorite grandson we said hello.
Oh, I will. He'll be jealous. All right. Well, y'all have a great night, and I'll talk to y'all later.
Okay, thanks for calling.
Thanks for calling, Amber.
You're welcome. All right. Bye.
Okay, we got the phone line shut off. It's been a wonderful evening, I think. I certainly hope, Natalie, you've enjoyed it.
Oh, you guys, this has been such a blessing. Really, like the timing on this. I know we planned it a year ago, but the timing for this for me is really special. So thank you so much for having me. It's been really sweet to be with you guys.
And a very special thanks to all of our moderators out there in the chat. You all do a fabulous job, and we certainly appreciate you make everything just flow that much better with all your links and staying on top of things when situations do arise, as they always do in the YouTube world.
Yes, sure does.
Anything else? You got any last words,
I
Natalie?
can't think of anything. Oh, I thought you were going to say me. I'll shut up. Natalie?
No, thank you so much, the moderators who make this possible. Thank you so much to all of the friends who came out tonight. It's so fun to connect with you guys and hang out. And even though we can't all be together, I'm so grateful for YouTube and for the internet where we can be together. And I don't know, this is very off the cuff, but I guess I'll share this. It makes me think of how we're all kind of knit together. I was praying on the way home last night from San Francisco, and I felt like I just got this picture that we're all this beautiful tapestry, all of these different colors coming together from all different kinds of walks of life. But we have, a desire to homestead as much as we can with what we have where we're at, and to love and support one another. And it makes this really beautiful tapestry, all sorts of different colors, and magenta and fuchsia and goldenrod. It was a really beautiful picture in my mind, and I feel like that's what this community is. Mm-hmm. It's just a really beautiful tapestry of people from everywhere. So I'm really grateful to be a part of it. Thanks for having me, you guys. And I'll hopefully see you soon. We'll see you at HOA.
Yes, ma'am, you will.
All right, I look forward to it.
This year you'll get to, you saw him in April. Smudge will be there.
Smudge, yep. the tiny
poodle. Tiny teacup poodle.
The pocket dog.
The pocket dog. Yep. This will be his first year for HOA.
Okay, Natalie, just sit tight there. Folks, thanks so much for being here. Next week we will have Sayans.
Sayans Family Farm.
Family Garden.
Used to be Sapper's Garden.
Yeah, Sayans Family Garden. So take care, everyone. Have a wonderful week. We'll see you next week. We'll be live tomorrow night, Wednesday night, and
Thursday night.
So we have a real full week this week. Take care, everyone. Good night.